Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Wallace. Today I'm going to talk to you about two of my favorite things, hormones and hormone replacement in pellet form. Actually, three things, and the heart. It's February, so of course we have to talk about heart health. And most interesting, I think, to me, since I've been very involved in hormone replacement, bioidentical hormone replacement, is how important estrogen specifically, and somewhat testosterone as well, is for healthy heart health. If you look at statistics, specifically in women's health statistics, over the age of 50, our incidence of cardiovascular disease increases significantly. In fact, by age 55, over 200,000 women die a year from heart disease, cardiovascular disease. That is 5 times the amount of those that die from breast cancer. So it's super duper important to help all of us women to be healthier in terms of their heart health. The number one factor, if you noticed, I said over the age of 50, what's in common, and what is it that I'm sitting here preaching about all the time? It's the fact that we lose our hormones, specifically estrogen and also testosterone. So as we lose estrogen, we lose the protective factor that flows all through our body and keeps our blood vessels kind of flexible and easy to move in and out and let the blood flow easily through the system and allow the heart to work better. Estrogen receptors in the blood vessels and in the heart, in the cardiovascular tissue itself. And now when we take away the estrogen, we're left with blood vessels that are not quite as pliable. They won't go in and out as well as they would have with the estrogen there sitting in those receptors. So when this happens, it is essential to replace those hormones, especially estrogen. Now, testosterone helps with that cardiovascular health as well. So important to replace that as too. And specifically in men, testosterone is even more important in their cardiovascular health. So when men and women come in for hormone replacement, there are many ways we can replace hormones, but my favorite way, if appropriate and when appropriate, is in a pellet. So I'm going to show you what a pellet looks like today. This little tiny pellet, and this is an estrogen pellet. I'm going to open it up, and this is one that's expired. That's why I'm opening it. And I'm going to put it on this little piece of coaster wood there, and you can see it. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. And that's actually a fairly large dose of estrogen. A lot of women will get about half that much. That's how tiny it is. So the estrogen pellets are probably about 3 times that size. They're a little bigger. We make a small incision just kind of in the upper glute area. And with a special tool called a trocar, we slide that pellet in just subdermally and put a little steri strip over the incision, and there it sits for 3 months, distributing its beautifulness, hormones, estrogen, testosterone, throughout your body every time your heart beats. Now, the estrogen receptors are super happy in your blood vessels because they have estrogen again, and they're making the heart muscle much healthier and the heart tissue healthier again. So it is amazing to feel fantastic when you're mid-50s and 60s, kind of like you did when you were in your 40s. And I love that part. No hot flashes, lots of energy, mood is great, libido is fantastic, all of that. But what's happening inside? Your heart is happy and your blood vessels are working the way they're supposed to. And we're protecting your heart so we're not having any more heart disease over the age of 50.